Hello, good morning everyone. I thought since I'm staying in a little hotel here in Playa Del Carmen for the next day or two, I decided to film a little get ready with me, hotel edition, travel edition. I know I'm getting a lot of questions about what I bring in terms of makeup and how I do my makeup on the road and blah, blah, blah. So, voila. Every night before bed when I'm traveling, if I want to look a little bit nicer in the morning, if I want my hair ready, tip of the day, French braids before bed. If you wet it a little bit before you go to sleep as well, you're gonna wake up with really nice defined curls. So that's just kind of what I do every night, especially when I'm on the road. You know, I backpacked Europe for 3 months and I didn't bring any heat with me the entire time. But in so many of my photos, my hair looks huge and nice and wavy. And braids, guys, it's super simple. If you don't know how to braid, watch a tutorial on it. Maybe I'll make one soon because yeah, it's seriously a saving grace. Time to get into it. So yes, my friend Emily was staying with me for a while and she's gone. Her and Tyne are both gone. So I am here by my lonesome, but I'm kind of excited for all the content that I'm gonna create and be able to pump out now that I have some time to myself. So I mean, I'm gonna miss them horribly, but you guys, I think you're gonna be excited with everything that I have come. So, okay, to get down to it. The first step, I always wash my face in the morning. What I've been using right now, I actually ran out of moisturizer. So I have this Monet Rejuvenique oil. So I actually really like it and I find it's incredible for scarring. I have this scar here. I burn myself with a curling iron and I've been applying it every single day, twice a day if I can remember, and for like the past probably 3 months. And it's almost completely gone. Like this was super dark brown before. So I feel like it's doing a similar thing to my face. So I just do about 2 drops in my hand, kind of rub it out, and then I just pat. I already did that this morning though. My next step is SPF. So I usually always use a moisturizer with SPF, several different reasons. 1, skin cancer, don't want that. Number 2, wrinkles, for vanity purpose. If you don't think that you're gonna get sick from the sun, I mean the sun is so important, but skin cancer is wildly dangerous and I think everybody kind of has this false sense of invincibility about them. I know I certainly still do. So when I don't have a moisturizer, even when I do, I always have like a face sunscreen. So this one I'm just using the Ombrelle by Garnier and I don't love it. I like that it's 60 SPF, especially for my face. I always have as high as SPF as I can, but it makes my face really greasy. It makes it look oily, honestly. Like after I put it on, I'm like, what's even the point of putting highlight on because my whole face is a highlight. But you know what? Not worth the cancer, not worth the wrinkles. I'm a huge supporter of preventative over trying to reverse. So that, you know, goes with anything, aging, wrinkles. So I always put sunscreen on my face in the morning. The next step is my brows. So basically what I'm using right now, so Adelaine, I've talked about this in a few videos, I'm not sure if you guys have watched those, but I did a photo shoot with Adelaine Morin and she gave me her beautiful eyeshadow palette and it has a really nice mirror in it. So I kind of bring this everywhere with me. Next up is always brows. And I'm using this Marcel brow pencil right now. And this is in Fire Ash Blonde. So for all my blondies out there, I don't know if you struggle with this too, but it's so difficult for me to find a blonde eyebrow pencil that actually isn't orange or isn't like dark brown. I always just kind of like brush out the brows and just kind of like trace with a natural arch. You know what I mean? A little bit in the middle. Yeah, in terms of like little makeup babe I got going on, I just got this from Amazon. It's actually came with a bunch of different packing cubes. So packing cubes have been a lifesaver for me when I'm traveling. It took me literally up until moving to Mexico to invest in packing cubes, and by invest I literally mean like 20 bucks. But worth it, especially if you're just bringing a carry-on. I think I'm gonna glam it up a little bit more than normal because I'm actually shooting a bunch of videos. I ran into these YouTubers that have a prank channel, a bunch of different prank channels, and I did one with them. Absolutely hilarious, thank you very much. We ended up vibing and I was like, yo, I'm gonna stay the day and do this with you again. Also, I usually always have eyeshadow primer, but your girl forgot that back in Tulum. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of concealer because I'm gonna be putting a lot of eyeshadow on and I crease like crazy. So I don't know, for all of you guys with oily lids, like, you feel me? You feel me? I left me brush for that in a minute. So what I do next is I always go right in with the highlight and I do that under my brows. And I love this brush. This is actually from the Urban Decay Naked palette. I love how it's two-sided because I don't wear eyeliner, to be honest. I instead use eyeshadow as my eyeliner. And having this like fine end of the brush is a freaking lifesaver. And then next I do the inner crease with the same highlight color. So I'm wearing like a red skirt. I'm a huge fan of matching my eyeshadow to my clothes because I think it's just super fun. But I think I'm gonna do a brown upper lid and then a red under eyelid. So I'm actually just using this Physicians Formula Warm Nude Palette, and you can see this is like my go-to. Who actually uses those brushes? Sorry if you do, I cannot. But you can tell this is well loved. I bring this traveling with me everywhere I go because it's perfect. It's highlight and contour all in one. When you're backpacking, you don't have a lot of space to bring your full makeup. Like my makeup back in Canada, guys, is wild. Like I have like shelves. I miss it so much. But here what I do is I'm just kind of like blending the gold and like the top like highlight colors. And see, I already highlighted my inner crease with my Adelaine Morin palette in the color Promise Ring. This is literally my favorite highlight right now. But for this stuff, I'm just gonna put more in the middle of my eyelids and just kind of blend it out. And then I'm gonna go in with the darkest side of the palette. And I'm gonna like do something kind of fun today. So I want it to be pretty sharp. So I'm just using this like tip envelope in my room. Just blending it out like that. I usually do this with like tape. I kind of like this better because tape you have to like rip off your skin and then all of a sudden you're peeling off half your eyelid. And then what I do is I blend out the outer corner like this. So I'm making sure not to touch the middle part of my eyelid because I still want that to be light color, but I like to drag it close to the center, literally just going back and forth along the crease like that. How beautiful do I look right now? I love that. I guess like a cute little like cat eye, sharp enough to cut. I've been really working hard to try to figure out something funny that has to do with sharp. Sharp enough to cut. Like I'm not doing a good job being funny right now. Okay, so now for the fun part. I freaking love putting color on my eyes. Like purple, pink, red, you name it. I think it just is so fun. I use like yellow eyeliner a lot too. I just think it's like a really fun way to play up your face a little bit. So right now I'm gonna use the color Mama Morin, Red Eye Flight, and Beat Bop. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with Mama Morin closer to the inner crease of my eye. And then I'm gonna do Beat Bop in the outer corner, and then I'm gonna blend it up with a Red Eye Flight. I like how the Red Eye Flight is very shimmery. So a good little tip when doing your eyeshadow is if you want to smoke out your look, just do it based on colors. Start light on the inside and then get darker as you get towards the outside a little bit more. Okay, now I'm gonna blend it out with Red Eye Flight. Red Eye Flight is just such a pretty color. I might even make it a little bit more red. There's this color called Boss Lady that's super bright. When you really want people to know, like, bam, my eyeshadow's red. That's the color I go for. And then what I usually do is I go back in with my highlight color. So in this case, it's Promise Ring. And then I just blend it out from the inner corner. Cool stuff. Look at that, she's nearly done. Last but not least, I'm just gonna go in with a different brush and my highlight, and I'm just gonna like re-highlight on top. Now it's time to set the brows. So this is kind of like a dupe of Boy Brow by Benefit. It's just Essence Make Me Brow, and honestly, I find it works pretty much the same. Except for this one's... Excuse me, sir. Do you know I'm trying to film a video? So I literally just like brush it out like that. Eyebrow gel is important because at least something will stay freaking put in my life. I cannot with this. The last steps are highlight and contour. So I just use this little highlight brush, back into Promise Ring, and highlight, bam, on those cheekbones. Look at that. Do you see that glow? Do you see that glow? Of course, you can't forget it. Guys, I'm so sorry, that is so annoying. Highlight on the tip of the nose and the Cupid's bow, which is right here. And for contour, I'm just using the same palette. And what I do is I go like this. Look at the little fish. Bam, bam. And then I just like blend that out. So I contour my cheeks. I always contour my forehead, like here and here. And then the sides of my nose, the contour. And a little bit at the tip, like that. And then I contour my neck as well. So if you guys are wearing foundation, it's really important to blend out the neck. Don't make the mistake that I used to do when I would wear foundation when I first started wearing makeup. And you don't blend it out, and literally it's like... So last step of my makeup routine, I have my eyelash curler and then my mascara. So I'm using Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. This is another thing that Adelaine Morin gifted to me. Thank you, honey. So guys, let me know, like, do you have any travel essentials that you always bring with you when you're traveling? I wrote a blog post actually that I'll link below on like the must-have travel essentials, but please feel free to add to it because I'm always looking for Any recommendations? Now in terms of my mascara, I always just like start at the bottom like this and I shimmy my way up. I like the look of just like really long lashes that aren't clumpy. I know clumpy lashes were trending for a while there. Brands were literally releasing mascara and like promoting how clumpy it was. Which, if you love that vibe, then freaking rock it, queen, but not for me personally. A little fun trick for you for mascara, if it's starting to dry out, put a couple drops of contact solution in it and mix it around. When you need more mascara, literally do this, don't do this. If you push it up and down like that, you're actually shoving air into the mascara tube and it's gonna dry out faster that way. So, a couple drops of contact solution and make sure you're not like jabbing up and down, and it's gonna help extend the life of your mascara. The secret to wealth is passive residual income. Like, you wanna be making money when you sleep, and network marketing, when done right through an ethical company, which is very important, because obviously there's a lot of bad companies out there. There's pyramid schemes, which are totally illegal, which is when there's no products attached to it and they just ask you to invest money. They're like, invest 10K, get 10 people to do it with you and you'll make $1 million. Like, that's legal, that's fake. What happens is the first few people in it works for, and then there's not enough money going around, and the whole thing collapses and people end up going to jail. Like, my stepmom has been in the company that I work with for 16 years, and she's a freaking 7-figure income earner. Went from nothing to living an incredible life, so like nothing but respect. I'm living in Tulum. I was living in Australia before COVID happened, and I came home and I couldn't be in the cold. My mental health just couldn't handle that. And to be honest, when I came back from Australia, I was bouncing back and forth from like seeing my friends in Toronto to like visiting my parents, which is not cool. Like, at least here in Mexico, I'm only with people who are my age, like-minded, and no one immune compromised, because that's a lot safer. Like, we're over here, we're building the antibodies over here, so by the time that we decide to go home, like obviously I will get tested before I go home, make sure I'm fine. But I'll have the antibodies, you know, I'll be fine. I'm not gonna pass it along to people who aren't gonna do well with it, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I already had COVID, to be honest. I was really sick in Australia. Me and my roommate both had like a really bad cough for a month. Yeah, in Toronto I hung out with a few people that turns out they were COVID positive, and I was negative every time, so I'm pretty sure I have the antibodies already. Be safe, but personally I can't stop my entire life for it. I wear my masks when I need to wear my masks. I don't hang around with people who are immune compromised. But back to my makeup, because that's what we're talking about. And then last but least, I'll just use like a little bit concealer, and I'll just cover up like a little bit of my scarring. I used to have really bad skin. And first of all, if you're watching this video and you don't have the best skin, you're breaking out, your skin does not define your worth. People don't even notice it. I know all you hear is blah, blah, blah. My face is the first thing people see. And I've been there. I had really bad acne, and maybe one day I'll share my journey with you guys if you guys want to see that, because it was like a really traumatic one, but it's humbled me and it's made me very strong. But anyways, I have like a little bit of scarring left over, which is fine. I embrace it. And I usually don't cover it up, to be honest. But today, because I'm doing a lot of filming, also my concealer is so light. This is like Ellis in the Winter in Canada shade. Probably will look better to not even cover it up, but a good little tip too when it comes to concealer, don't just conceal your problem spots, conceal around them, because then it will actually make them stand out more, especially if the concealer doesn't perfectly match your skin tone. My all-time favorite lipstick, I talk about this all the time, Super Stay Matte Ink by Maybelline. Guys, this literally stays on your lips forever. And this one is in the color Seductress 65. This stuff literally will last on your skin for so freaking long. Like, I'll wake up in the morning and it'll still be on. So that's why I love it. Yeah, I'll probably apply this. I'm gonna brush my teeth. And my Birkenstocks, I freaking love Birkenstocks. I have really high arches on my feet, and also I have knee problems and my back hurts, and I'm just like basically an old lady. So my Birkenstocks make it a lot more comfortable for me to walk around. And I have one pair of Birks. I've had one pair of Birks forever, and it's been traveling with me to every single place I've ever traveled. Thailand, Australia, like all around Southeast Asia, all around Europe. And they just finally saw kind of the end of their life, because when I came here I didn't have any flip-flops, so I was wearing them up to the beach every day. I was wearing them to the bar every day. Like, I was wearing them constantly through the rain, and they're so destroyed, the soles are falling off. I don't know if I can part with them though. Part of me is like, should I frame them? Like, is that excessive? Am I a hoarder? Like, but yeah, they just are really sentimental. But I think I'm gonna buy another pair and also go to Walmart. So I'm in Playa Del Carmen. I'm living in Tulum, as I was saying, but I freaking love Playa because it's the perfect combination of city and beach. And I'm such a city girl through and through. And Tulum is so freaking beautiful. Like, it's an Instagram or YouTuber paradise, but it's hard to get to the store. It's, you know, you want to buy like regular peanut butter with no sugar in it. Good freaking luck. There's one grocery store, and the last time I've been to it twice, and I couldn't find any. And then I'm such like first world problems, but like little things like that makes me feel a little bit like home. I really miss, like here they have a freaking Walmart, they have Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works is also a network marketing company now, guys. We have the freaking future. Anyways, yeah, they have like regular stores. You know what, I break my laptop charger, I can go get one fixed in a second. They have an Apple store, which I can't do in Tulum. So this might be my next move, possibly. We'll see kind of how today goes. I'll chat with some of my pals. January is gonna be such a busy month. Guys, all of the content that I'm about to be pushing out, 2 videos a week, is what I'm gonna be striving for. And I have a lot of friends who are coming down who are YouTubers as well, so some cross collaborations are in store. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe and turn on your post noties, because guys, I wanna be doing this forever with you. I wanna be taking you on all my journeys, showing you how I do my makeup in all my different countries, talking more about health and wellness. And if you guys have anything particular that you want me to talk about as well, please comment below, because I would love to do that for you guys. You know, if you have any questions for me, please comment below. I'm gonna do a Q&A video soon in the future, so please let me know. I would like to compile some questions for that. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for your support. Oh, first, I should actually probably show you what my makeup looks like. I'm a bad YouTuber. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.